Hello and welcome back to my channel. I done a overview video of Dropship Formula a good 3 or 4 years ago now, and I wanted to do an up-to-date version. And since that time when I did create the video, I got my store to a point where I surpassed the 500k revenue point, so I was quite pleased about that, as you can imagine. And I was a Dropship Formula coach for Simon, so I was helping many students who signed up to Dropship Formula how to get past certain sticking points they may have had. Since using the material in Dropship Formula to get such a successful store, coaching numerous people in Dropship Formula, I see myself as quite an authority in the space now. And so I just wanted to create an up-to-date overview of what's contained within the Dropship Formula course. There's also an affiliate link in the comments section below. If you were to sign up to Dropship Formula through that link, you'll be entitled to a 20-minute free coaching call with myself, and I'll be happy to help you at any section of the course. So that's my little intro to the Dropship Formula overview for 2023. I hope you enjoy the video. Hello, welcome. This is my 2023 review of the Dropship Formula course. I've done a review maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but the course content has changed. There's been lots of updates. So I just wanted to make an up-to-date review of the course. Since my first review, I've had such a crazy experience with dropshipping, so I thought now would be a good time to do a new review, and I can kind of relate to things a bit more in the things that I cover, so I can actually bring you some of my experiences and how they relate to the course. So let's get straight into it. So once you sign up for Dropship Formula and you log in, you'll be greeted with this screen. So straight away you have this link here. So first time here, click to watch. And it's just a nice welcome video from Simon where he goes into what the course entails and what to expect and that sort of thing. Once you've watched that, then you get more into the account videos. So, sorry, not the account videos. There's other parts to the course other than the videos. So we've got the members only Discord here. So if I click on that real quick, I've recently signed up to the Dropship Formula members group on Discord, and it's so much better than the old Facebook group. The Facebook group was good, but it seems to be a trend of people just using Facebook less these days, and things like Discord have been taken over, and it's just a better way to manage and view these sort of groups, and it's a lot more active, and so yeah, the Facebook groups were just dying out in general, it seems. So if you've not used Discord before, it's just a simple download, and then you would join the members group there. Simple as that. Then you have access to all the people who have also signed up onto the course, people who have had successes. Maybe they're a few steps ahead of you, maybe they're many steps ahead of you, and then there's people who are going through the same things as yourself, and you can help each other, and you know you can relate to the experiences you're going into. There's a really good Dropship Formula community, so it's quite invaluable to be a member of that. If we go back, private one-to-one coaching. So depending on what package you purchase when you sign up to Dropship Formula, it'll be dependent on whether you already have access to some one-to-one coaching or not. So here are a few of the ways private one-to-one coaching can help you. So find your niche, design your website, Google Ads setup, learn retargeting, web optimization, contacting suppliers, conversion optimization. So I actually used to be a coach for Dropship Formula, and I would say the vast majority of the coaching sessions that I done was for finding your niche. Did have the odd help with Google Ads, maybe some help with designing your website, especially at the beginning. But finding your niche seems to be the most invaluable for people. And I guess the reason for that is you don't want to go down a certain niche, spend months and months working on that, only to find that for whatever reason, it's maybe not a good idea to follow that niche. Maybe, there aren't just any UK-based suppliers, or, competition just isn't there, or whatever it is. That it's always good to have somebody just confirm to you whether what you've chosen as your niche is a good choice and why. So they're really helpful, and it's just as simple as buying a package there. So we've got the most popular one here. So monthly coaching subscription, 4 coaching calls. So it's actually really good value considering what that gives you. So if you've got a subscription for $169, imagine if you've just purchased the course, and you're kind of already stuck at the beginning of niche selection. You don't know what to choose. You have somebody guiding you each week, and it helps you each time you get stuck. All your questions can be answered, and you just have that guidance. So it's really a really good idea to do some form of coaching. If that one's just a bit too much for you, you can get those single call packages, or get a couple. So at least those areas where you have a really hard time, where you're really stuck, you can have some guidance from somebody who's done it before. And yeah, we got Chris, who's a good friend of mine. Chris and I, maybe Chris started a bit earlier than I did, but he's a great coach. Simon, obviously, he created the course, so he's going to know what he's doing. I met Terry once at the Dropship Formula event, where we all went to an event. There was maybe 30 of us, 40 of us, something like that. It was really great, and yeah, he's really successful, and he's a great guy. So that's the coaching. Student awards, you can see me there. That was at that event that we went to, and we all picked up our awards for revenue. I was picking up my 500k revenue award there, because my store had surpassed that 500k point. Frequently asked questions. So all the things that you may need to help you for pain points where you might get stuck, just the basic questions there. And the mobile app, which this course is hosted on Kajabi. If you haven't heard of Kajabi, it's like one of the leading course hosting websites, and you can get an app for it, so you can have Dropship Formula on your phone. Okay, so let's get into the main product then. So products you own. Now, what I can see here may differ to what you can see. I'm not sure, because I was one of the beta testers of the Dropship Formula, so I don't know what I have access to that maybe you won't, or maybe you will have things that I don't have access to. I'm not sure, but this is what I can see. So we've got the high ticket training program. That is the main course. I did actually complete this, but I don't know why I restarted it again when I was going through the content. Bonus modules, some handy bits and bobs there that aren't covered within the main thing. The DSF Shopify theme. Now, Simon actually has experience in web development as well, so he was able to make a really quick and efficient dropship formula theme. So if you're not familiar with Shopify, that's what the majority of us use to host our dropshipping website. And that theme just allows you to customize your store in a nice and easy way. And he's sort of set it out with the most appropriate sort of functionality for that. I've got the live Q&A calls. So I don't know if he does them anymore, but there were some sessions where there'll be some live Q&A calls. So people who have had struggles and questions, you may be able to relate to some of the questions that come up there. Mastermind recordings, similar thing. I think I was a part of those at one point, the mastermind recordings. Yeah, I think so. Because when I went to the live event, people were saying that they saw old footage of me when I'd started, and they said it was really great to see my progress, where I couldn't even decide on a niche to the point of making quite a bit of revenue later on. Live event recordings. So that was the event that we went to. You can see Phil there, who I think he used to be a coach as well. He had a lot of success as well. Virtual live event recording. Okay, here we go. Available upgrades, mastermind recordings, done for you website. So for anybody who maybe you don't have the time to create your own website, or if you do have the time, but maybe you don't have that sort of flair or interest in creating something very sort of user friendly and sort of aesthetically pleasing and what have you, you've got that access to that as well. So he's got the simple 4-step done for you process. So research, after you've signed up, we'll ask you to complete a short design questionnaire. This allows us to understand exactly what you're looking for, enables us to use all our design and marketing experience to complement the project. Design, our website designers will use all of the information gathered. Okay, so it's essentially a 4-step process on how they can make a nice website for you that's custom to what it is you're selling. And you can see here the luxury mirror company. This is Simon's, I guess, like an example of what can be made with his Shopify theme. And you could browse to it right now. I believe the URL would be just the luxury mirror company, or you can do a Google search, and that gives you a nice overview of how these websites look once it's been made. And we got some reviews there. Okay, package upgrade. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into the Dropship Formula training. So you're greeted with the modules there. So we've got finding your niche. So obviously you want to focus on something in particular, a type of product or a group of products. Create your demo website. So there's the step-by-step process on how you make the website. Really simple, using Shopify. It is actually really nice and easy to do. Find and get suppliers. It's quite a pain point for people as well. People who may have a bit of trouble either finding the suppliers, or the hardest one tends to be contacting suppliers, especially if you've not made many phone calls before to people, sort of cold calling style. It takes a bit of getting used to, but advice for that is you just got to plow through it, and you get used to it. Developing your website, so just improving and optimizing it for once you start to get sales in. Conversion optimization, so you will learn how to fully optimize your website to maximize profits, just making the most of the customers that come to your store and how to get more likely to get sales or increase the value of your sales. Google Ads for e-commerce, quite complex section there. There's quite a lot of videos to go through. Takes a few views of the whole video series in that, I would say. Retargeting for Google and Facebook, and more traffic, and then student success interviews. I believe my student success interview is in there as well. So finding your niche. So within finding your niche, it's been broken down there. Oh, there I am there. I think that may be me talking about trying to find a niche and my struggles going through that. Got there in the end though. And so introduction, niche research, niche market. So finding a niche. If you're not too familiar with what that entails, it's basically you don't want to be selling to everybody. You've got all these big players like Amazon, you can't compete with them. But if you specialize in something and you appear as the sort of authority in that section, you have a lot more chance. Whereas, say for example, office chairs, that just came to my mind. Amazon sell lots of office chairs, but if people want to buy an office chair from Amazon, or if that's what you specialize in, and you are the office chair experts, they're going to be a lot more likely to, or more inclined to go to you because you're the authority in that space, and you're going to help them with the customer service. Basically, you do things where you can stand out from the big players like Amazon, because you can't contact somebody at Amazon and say, oh, why is this chair better than that chair? Things like that helps you stand out. Target market. Finding your niche. Target market. In this lesson, we discuss what is a target market. Brand awareness. Price range. So with Dropship Formula, we focus on high ticket items. So the logic behind it is, if you were to sell products that are about £10 each, for example, it's going to be a lot more work to make £1,000 in revenue on that, compared to if you sell 10 at £100. I believe the minimum I was selling at was maybe £200-300. You want to focus on selling a product for £1,000, for example. I think my average sale order was around £1,000. So so price range, research, target market and brand awareness, seasonality research. So obviously you want to not have products that do really well in the summer, then maybe not in the winter. You want to have fairly consistent demand research. So you want to make sure there is actually demand for that product or those products. You don't want to start, selling something and there's 1,000 searches per month. You just won't get anywhere with that. Basic elimination process. So you'll be building a list of your niches, and then you can kind of hone in on what makes the most sense based on the data. Competition research. So contrary to popular belief, competition is actually a good thing. It shows that there's a healthy market there that you can be a part of. You've got to think of it as being able to bring some value where you can get a slice of the pie. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Finding that research, finding that competition and seeing what you can do better than them and that sort of thing. And then finally picking your niche. Now, as I said, if you're going to be doing coaching, this is kind of the point where people just want some validation. You've gone through all of this, you've narrowed it down, and then maybe you've got 3 niches that are of interest, and you just want somebody to go through the numbers with you and just confirm what choice you've made. Okay, so that is module 1. Module 2, create your demo website. Okay, so create your demo website. As I said, we use Shopify to create our websites. We've got a free trial there. And so getting started with Shopify, he goes over what Shopify is and how it can help you. Finding a domain name, so like this, Dropship Formula. We'll find a domain name that fits your niche. Sorting out email. Obviously, you want to be sending emails from your the name of your business. You don't want it as something something at hotmail.com, for example. You want it as, something something at dropshipformula.co.uk. Installing a theme. So as I said, you can use Simon's specially made theme. Really good. I used it as well. Adding a logo. So the process of creating a logo and adding that logo. Logo is really important. Not overly important. It's good not to get too carried away and lost in the weeds sometimes. What I found people would do. But yeah, having a nice logo to represent your brand. Adding demo products. So the reason why we'd add demo products at the beginning is because you don't have any suppliers on board. So the point of that is to kind of give an example of how your website would look with the potential suppliers' products. You want to give an example of how it looks and how you would present products to customers. Creating collections, they're kind of just groups of products within Shopify. So maybe along the menu at the top, you'd have different types of products, say like office chairs, and then maybe you have desks. Your products will be separated like that. Creating content pages, navigation. The navigation is how that's displayed along the menu there, the different products and things, areas of your website. Theme customization, so quite a long one that, just to make your theme and your store as nice and customized as possible. Things like the colors and fonts and things like that. And then homepage, obviously homepage really important. That's where people will come to get a sense of your store and what your business is about, and get that feel. So that's very important now. Okay, next module 3, find and get suppliers. So relatively short one here, because essentially all it is finding suppliers. So at Dropship Formula, it's all about UK suppliers. We don't want to be dealing with Chinese suppliers where things take weeks and weeks to come to you, waste of time. There are manufacturers, believe it or not, and suppliers who are based in the UK. So you can order things directly. As soon as a customer places an order on your store, you pass that order to the supplier. The supplier prepares that product and sends that directly to your customer. So that's how the basic setup of your business will be. So introduction, supplier tiers. Simon likes to separate the types of suppliers because you can get, as he refers to them, as bronze suppliers, which are kind of a bit naff, but sometimes you need to start somewhere. So you get suppliers who maybe they'll take on anybody, and that there isn't much quality control. Sometimes you can go straight to the silver and gold ones. Sometimes not. Sometimes you have to sort of make a bit of your name, bit of a name for yourself, and get some sales, and then prove to the silver and bronze suppliers that you can sell their products and not be any hassle for them. So we've got supplier research, where he shows you how to find those suppliers. Dealing with rejection, because if you're not used to it, it can be a bit hard to hear people say no to you over the phone before contacting suppliers. So it gives you a bit of prep before contacting them. And then contacting suppliers, hints and sort of terminology to use, things like that. I found that really helpful, just to give me something to talk about when I didn't know how to get a phone call going with a supplier. So there's at the beginning, that is, so that really helps you there. And then these bonus videos, we got 2 of the course members there who gone through it all, and then they explain what they went through, what the hardships were, what pain points, what wins they had, and it just helps you know what to expect. Okay, module 4, developing your website. Okay, introduction, product page optimization. So how to optimize your page for when customers come to your website. Some more product page optimization there. Collection page optimization. So again, that'll be like a group of products. You know how you'll go to, maybe if you, for example, so if you go direct to an office chair, you go to the office chair group, and then that's what that collection page is, and maybe a little bit of writing about office chairs. That's sort of SEO friendly. Discount codes, how and when to offer discount codes to people. Shopify settings, Shopify apps. So Shopify has third-party apps. So maybe there's a company that specializes in something specifically for a particular functionality within Shopify. A good example is I used a free gift app. I can't remember what they're called now. But what that would entail would be in the bottom corner of my website, there'd be a free gift button. And if the user clicked on it, it will show them a free gift that would be added to their order. Actually got loads of sales from that. And it was just this, what I'd done was I found a product on Amazon that was vaguely related to my niche. And I had Prime. And so maybe the product was about £15, £20 at the most. And somebody would have a look at my store. Maybe they'd see a few competitors, but at my store, they would see this free gift. It's kind of a bit in keeping with the niche. And yeah, the person would make an order, and then they get that free gift. I just go onto Amazon, put the delivery address as their address, and then they would get my main products that I've sold to them, but then they get that free gift. And a lot of the reviews were, people just really thankful for this free gift. And it wasn't a lot of money, but it just makes it a bit more special, which is, it's quite important in e-commerce to separate yourself from the pack. So little things like that. Site maps, so that's related to how Google looks at your website. Managing orders, so when somebody places an order, how do you go from there? As soon as somebody hits that buy button, what's the process? Let's go to the next section. So conversion optimization. Okay, and a conversion is, it can be multiple things, but generally in respect to, Dropship Formula, it will be a sale. So think of a conversion as a sale. How can you optimize a sale, essentially? So building trust with your customer. Using the example with Amazon that I used earlier, they can't be a specialist in something, but what they can do is they've got trust. They're just known all around the world. And so you need to come up with ways that build trust with your customer. Going back to the third-party apps, I used a third party where they kind of do a search on your store, and you've got to hit certain markers to show that you're a legitimate store. And there's also reviews of your store. So, and that's in the another corner of the website, and a user can click on that, and it just shows that trust scoring of the website to show, we're a legitimate business. Obviously, you have to pay a bit of money to the third party for that, but that's one of those aspects of building trust. Social proof, promotions and special offers. Yeah, so almost like the free gift example I gave you. Urgency and scarcity. So, creating that sense of place the order now or soon, that sort of thing, used heavily in e-commerce, and that's simply because it's just there's so much choice out there and there's so many ways for you to get distracted. You kind of need to create that sense of urgency and that sense of placing that order, and that could be anything from having a little timer across the top, which I used to do sometimes. If I had a promotion on, it'd be like 5% discount, and this lasts until Sunday, and that's all within the Shopify theme that Simon creates. Which Simon developed. Increasing profit per sale. So there's a price per conversion. So if you think about the money that you spend per conversion on Google Ads, say maybe it's £10 per conversion because you've got people clicking on that product on Google Ads. Not everybody buys from you, but eventually somebody will. You find the average of that. So if the person has gone through the process of finding what product they want, who do they want to buy it from, there's a whole sort of process, especially more pricier products. There's a more time that people take to purchase. Ideally you want to make as much from that sale as possible. And so you want to do things where maybe there's an add-on, something that's relevant to your niche. Say if it's an office desk, for example, maybe you can offer them a lamp, an office lamp, an office chair, things where they're already buying from you, so you may as well put that in front of them. Amazon are really good at that. Whenever you buy something from Amazon, they won't just allow you to buy it. That will be like, do you want one of these related items? So that's really powerful for increasing profit. Email marketing. Once you've got an email list, they're already a little bit at least interested in you, because that's why they've subscribed to your email marketing list. So email marketing lists can be really powerful for increasing sales. Depending on the products that you sell, you can maybe get repeat sales. My e-commerce store wasn't that sort of product, but I know other course members, they would be hitting that email list to get new sales further down the line. Email marketing, so we'd be using Klaviyo, which is a tool that helps manage the email marketing and improve conversions. Email marketing, just Uno. So that's just another third-party app that you use that helps with the email marketing. Abandoned checkouts. So how can you convert an abandoned checkout? So abandoned checkout is when you go through the process of buying a product, but just before you get to the payment section, you close or what have you. You close the web browser. But you have their email address because they've already gone through that email section. It's just the bit where you have to pay where they haven't done it. So how can you entice them in? Certain websites will maybe after 3 days or what have you, 5 days, they may offer you a discount, like 5% discount to go through the sale, stuff like that. Shopping guarantee. Okay, so that's that section. Google Ads for e-commerce. So this should be, it's quite in-depth and thorough. Takes quite a bit of time. I'll go through this as quickly as possible. So what is Google Ads? Why Google Ads? Google Shopping, Google Merchant Center. So all of these things it's just getting the ball rolling on the Google Ads. If you're doing e-commerce, it'll be mad not to use Google Ads. If you think all the times that you search for a product, you go on Google maybe, and then you know when you go onto the shopping section, or maybe you have that carousel of products, that's the Google Ads, and so you want your products to show on there. But you want to be efficient with your money as well. It's very easy just to throw money at Google Ads and expect that to result in more sales, but it doesn't work that way. And so Simon's done a really good job of explaining why that is and the best ways to increase the conversions you get and how much you pay per conversion. And yeah, it does things like campaign segmentation, bid and budget settings. So the bid is, pay per click. You're in a competition with other people selling similar products or the same products. And so, for example, maybe you can charge, maybe you're willing to pay, you can state that you're willing to pay for a keyword, say office chair, just for example, £1 for 1 click. And so you're going to be a lot more likely to have your ad clicked on than the person who's paying 20p per click. But over time, do those clicks convert into sales? Maybe they do, but maybe when you take into account every £1 click, and you've got 20 clicks, so £20, but you've made £10 profit on that product, you've lost money. Obviously, the products you sell will be a lot more value than that, but just an example. And so it's finding that middle ground where you can be competitive, but you're not spending a crazy amount of money. Okay. Product feed optimization, bid adjustments. Yeah, so there's not much point of me going into any of these really, just because you're not at that point and it won't make much sense to you. Funnel bidding, really handy way to optimize your sales, your Google Ads, search campaigns, keywords. So a keyword is just what people type in when they search for a particular thing on Google. Keyword planning. So yeah, Google gives you tools to decide what keywords you want to bid on, and got some really useful information from those tools there. Quality score, keyword bidding. Yeah, as I said, it's all things where it will make sense once you're going through it, but it's just so thorough. You need to spend quite a bit of time going through all of that to get your head around it. Especially if you're not been exposed to Google Ads before, it's just going to be really quite time consuming. But the material is really great, and it really helps you get your head around it over a bit of time. But I'd say I wouldn't say I spent most of my time in this section, but I did spend quite a bit of time purely on getting my head around Google Ads. Okay, so retargeting for Google and Facebook. What is retargeting? Retargeting strategies. So retargeting is when somebody's clicked on one of your products, they have that, there's a cookie associated with that. So now you can retarget that person. So say if you go onto Google Ads, click on a product, go to a retailer's store, a cookie is associated with that, and then once the customer goes away, and if the retailer has retargeting set up, which most, it'd be mad if a good retailer didn't have it set up, ads will be shown to you for that product or similar products later on when you're browsing the website. When you're browsing the web in general or on Facebook. So we've got retargeting with Facebook here. Maybe you'll see something related to that product showing up on Facebook, and that's all due to this retargeting. So yeah, Facebook remarketing, Facebook Business Manager, ad account, audience building, dynamic product ads, metrics and reporting. Yeah, so again, these are things where it won't make much sense to you now, but once you go through the process of it, it will start to make more sense, especially after the Google Ads module that is module 6. This will all make a lot more sense. Okay, and module 8 is more traffic. So we've got a few little extra bits for you there. Now, this is really powerful. I must have made so many extra sales because of this. And then bonus, student success interviews. So I know some people find these really great to, when you have those sort of lulls where maybe you're stuck at finding a niche, or you're stuck at your designing your website, or maybe you're getting a few sales but you're not getting as many as you were hoping for. It's quite nice to hear the struggles and successes that people have gone through already, and it just keeps you motivated on track. And you know, sometimes there'll be sort of nuggets of gold in there where maybe it's not in the Dropship Formula course, but just hearing a little trick or a little bit of advice from one of these videos, it can be really powerful stuff. Okay, so that is Dropship Formula. And I was just speaking to Simon recently. I know that he's working on things behind the scenes, and he's always adding new content and changing things up. So no doubt I'll do another update when the time comes and there's a lot more content to cover. But yeah, apart from that, that is everything contained within Dropship Formula. Feel free to leave any comments and ask any questions. And if you are interested, please click on my affiliate link below. If you go through the affiliate link, I offer a 30-minute free coaching call. So anytime you get stuck, I'm very happy to do a call if you click on that affiliate link. And yeah, if it's something like niche research or something like that, which you know a lot of people need help with, I'll do a call with you and help you decide on what niche you want to do. Okay, thank you.